Hello everyone and welcome to WOR Tier 2 around Brazil on the Xbox platform. So today we are in for quite an interesting race, as I think last time out Boots did wrap up the championship, which I'll quickly have a look now. But I am pretty certain he did. I do remember seeing the tweet, I want to say. As we have the first drivers coming out onto their lap. So looking at the field, it seems a lot of drivers opting for the medium compound, as yes, Boots wraps up the championship last time out in Britain with a P3. Did he? Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. He wrapped it up last time out with P3 in Brazil. So we are in for an interesting one today. The first car out on track. Obviously, everyone has everything to play for. Sorry, everything to play for, nothing to play for. So they can be as aggressive as they like, as it is the final race of the season. We have PSR Fern starting his first lap, and our first lap of the session will be from the Alfa Romeo drivers. So going into turn 1, getting the car stopped nicely, a bit of a lock up through turn 2 and turn 3, a slight lift, no braking used through these two corners. Chester keeping up the weight nicely through the first sector, 16.7 on the medium compound, down into turn 4, down to 4th gear, getting on the power nicely, using all the track he can. Now up into turn 6, this is a long right hander, the double apex corner, gets that very nice again, using a lot of the track, which is going to help his lap time here. Through the twisty middle sector, don't be surprised if you don't see many overtaking opportunities through here. I think he lost the rear a bit there, went in a bit too slowly and clipped the curb. So into the final braking zone. Very nice through there, clipping that inside curb to get that extra rotation. Now keeping it tight all the way up to the start-finish line, opening up the DRS. What will this be for PSR Fern as he goes up to the line now? It's a 1 minute 7.6 on the medium compound. A very respectable lap time there for the Alfa Romeo. Amin goes second with an 8.0. Piccolo Pete just pips him to P2 with a 7.9. Another very decent out there by Piccolo as Finn goes up into P2, a 10th off Fern. Piccolo being a further 2 tenths back from the Ferrari. So who's closest on the track? I think it might be Sav Legend. No, he is invalidated. It's Mercedes. It's not Smokey. Well, you're thinking it was Lurch, but I think he invalidated anyway. M Racer goes P5, obviously backs off a bit, and Noam goes first. Oh, and Akos goes even quicker. A 1 minute 7.1 from the Hungarian. Very decent lap right there. Oh, he's Hungarian, right? Yes. Oh, nearly had a heart attack. Because I am, of course, in FRT with... Oh, not FRT, sorry. Excuse me. FES. As Sam Cole goes even quicker by a 10th of a second. So, as the drivers, some drivers are making their way into the pit lane. Some are starting fresh lap on the track. We have... Is M Racer still on a lap? We'll check how much he's up by in the middle section. He's up by 4.4 seconds. This will put him on an 7 as Sav Legend goes up to P1. He's at 6.7, 3 tenths ahead of the field, as we have M Racer crossing the line. What will this be for the Williams? It's a 7.4, puts in P5, quickest of the medium runners so far. What about your champion of Tier 2? PSR Boots. Oh, and he's crashed! Oh, he's crashed! Oh, he's clipped the... He's made a mistake coming out of turn 5. Lost the rear and he's in the wall. That is him out of the session. Smokey now on a lap, the FES driver. coming in to the final braking zone. Purple middle sector apparently, and he could get a slipstream here off his FES teammate Akos. Will he make a slipstream for him? It does seem so. I know it's the pit lane, but that could have helped Smokey clinch provisional pole, and it does. A 1 minute 6.6 there from FES Smokey. I know it says FRT, but he has not changed his gamer tag yet. A brilliant lap there from the Mercedes driver. Is anyone else on a lap? It does seem that Rev Caterpillar is on a lap. Telling everyone in the Tier 2 chat that he is prioritising this over his English exam tomorrow. Of course, good luck to everyone doing the GCSEs. I'm also in that same boat. And everyone not knowing what the first antibiotic was, it's penicillin. So, coming through the long left-hander and now into the final braking zone. He luckily does not get held up by Fern, but Fern could cause a distant tow here for Rev. So opening up DRS, keeping it tight to the line. What will this be for the Alpine driver? It's a 1 minute 7.7 P9, and it's very close from about P6 down to P7, sorry, down to P9. As we saw, PSR Fern is on a lap. I think Rexro is as well, but he's further behind. Didn't see how much he was up in the first sector, so I was too busy looking at where Rexro was. So, in this middle sector, how much will he be up by? Of course, the softs will be quicker. More grip from the tyre. So now going into the famous corner for the Albon Hamilton incident through the long left hander. How much is he up by? He's up by 0.8 of a second. This will put him P3 as it stands. So keeping it tight to the line. He's got a very good exit, it seems, out of that final corner. As that's Amin going up into P3, a 6.9, and PSR Fern goes up into P2, only just off Smokey by 42 milliseconds. He is off provisional pole. So we have FAS Finn, sorry, on a lap. So Finn in the Ferrari, coming through the long left hander. He's still on a lap. He is up by 0.9 of a second. If he gets a good exit out of here, this could be on for provisional pole. And he does seem to get a very nice exit coming out of that final corner. Opening up the DRS now. The Ferrari driver could be on for provisional pole and dethroning his FES teammate. Just is not. By this time it's even closer than Fern. It's by 26 milliseconds. Oh, this is very close up at the top. 3 drivers in the space of half a tenth. Who else is on that? Akos, no. I'm starting his lap. Fingerboy is on a lap. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. That's cars just letting each other through. I think that's Chester actually on the lap, so we'll go on board with him as he's further around the track. Of course, tyre wear and overheating is going to be a big factor in this race. So Chester up by 0.9 of a second. Rounds. Final corner. What will this be for the Red Bull as he comes up to the line? It's a 7.2 and he puts him P9. Fingerboy goes into P10 with a 0.4 improvement, a 7.4 for the Williams. So WR Venom on a lap in 2.6. Oh, goes wide though and invalidates. That's unfortunate for the Haas driver. Oh, and that's Lurch. Lurch round at turn 2 on the entry of turn 3. Obviously, must have carried a bit too much speed and maybe clipped a bit too much curb, as that's Sam Cole going quickest with a 1 minute 6.5. A very good lap there for the Haas driver. So, 2 very different sessions going on for the Haas drivers. One having a very good lap, the other having a poor P1 as Smokey goes even quicker. A 10th improvement puts him up into P1. He takes that provisional pole back and tells Sam Cole, no, not today. You are not having this pole position just yet. As we have Sam Legend, he's invalidated. No, I'm invalidated. Akos coming into pit lane. As M Racer seems to be on a lap here. Let's see what the Williams can do. So, opens up the DRS. He is low on fuel, so he's got to go quick. Right up to the line. What will this be for the Williams? It's a 6.7. Puts him in P5 with 7 minutes left of the session. Sab Legend is on a lap. He's up by 200ths of a second. A very nice turn 6. Into turn 7. Yes, you want a car. Loss of that curve, but he's gone a bit wide. That might affect his turn 8, but it's not. Actually, I don't even think I'm doing the corners properly with the numbering. As into these corners now. These are absolutely crucial. As Finn has left the session, I'll invite him back as soon as we watch Sab Legend's lap. Everyone in chat saying Smoke, or Crispy saying Smokey, and Jack saying FES Goats. Yes, they are. As across the line comes Sab Legend. What will this be? A 6.525. Oh, it's 6 milliseconds, 6 thousandths of a second off Smokey's lap. Oh, that's extremely close. Finn has managed to get back into the session. I was going to invite him in a second, but it seems that people are on the ball. He has been invited back, probably at a party with other people. Here's our Fern on the lap. He's up by a 10th of a second. This will put him in the hunt for provisional pole. We didn't see Venom move up to P4 with a 6.6. That's a very good lap from the Haas driver. So Fern driving up to the line. What will this be for the Alfa Romeo? And it's pole. It's provisional pole by 12, sorry, if I can do maths right, milliseconds. 11 hundredths of a second. Absolutely incredible that there by the Alfa Romeo, the Mexican. As everyone now, Noctis, I don't know why I always say it in a French accent, but Noctis coming into the pit lane. 3 cars going into pit lane. Retro can't seem to get a lap together so far. As no one is on a lap just yet. So, as everyone into the pit lane, probably preparing for their final runs of the session, as some drivers are coming out right now. So, the first driver on the lap is actually Amin. I did not see him cross the line, so let's go on board with his laps so far. How much will he be up by in the first sector? Is he down? He's down by 11 hundredths of a second. Oh, he's invalidated. I'll need to get turn 5. Luckily, he has enough time to go again, come out early, probably for that reason. Noam, I think he's not on the lap, especially by that gearing, you can tell. M Racer, the Williams, look how close it is for pole. The top 10 covered by 4/10ths of a second. Through turn 1, 2 and 3. Very nice there from the Williams driver. Not keeping it as tight as... Oh, maybe that's why, because Finn coming out of the pit lane. He's up by 1/10, or 2/10 basically. So he's in a fight for pole as it stands. 2/10 of a second he's up by. So into turn 6. I think it is. Nice braking. Again, he's really good at this part of the track. As every driver now starting to flurry. All the drivers, sorry, I should really say, starting to flurry out of the pit lane. as he is going into the final braking zone through the middle sector. He's lost a bit of time. He's it's a decent exit there, maybe not his greatest after having a bit of a loose moment there. So, open up the DRS. What will this be for M-Racer? Could it be provisional pole while the rest of the drivers do their laps? No, it's P4. Oh, look how close it is on this grid. The top 5 covered by Lena second. We have FRT Finn starting a lap. Who's the furthest one round? It's Amin. He's up by 8/10 of a second. He is coming around the final corners. We're opening up the DRS now. What will this be for the Aston Martin in P10? Promotes him up to P9, a 10th improvement. Noam now down by a 10th it seems. So, can he do anything? I think he might be starting another lap. He is, it seems. So, Akos on the lap, up by a 10th of a second. Oh, but he's invalidated on the final corner. That's heartbreak for the Hungarian. We have Rev Caterpillar on the lap, but it seems he backed off on the final corner. Maybe trying to get P11, but that's not working as it seems Smokey's invalidated. Same with Sav Legend. Sam Cole's invalidated and Venom up by 9/100ths of a second. Is there more time coming nearly into this lap to snatch provisional pole off Fern? What will it be across the line? It is a 1:6.4 from Venom, but Fern does not need that much of an improvement to snatch pole back off the Haas driver after that pretty poor start to the session. He has flung his way all the way up into provisional pole as M-Racer has retired in the pit lane as cars are slowing down at the end of the final sector. So Smokey down by 2/100ths of a second. He's still in a shout for this pole position, not having to gain a bit more than third, but still a very small amount of time he needs to gain. This whole top 4 don't really need to gain a lot of time on Venom's lap, but it just shows how close these drivers are in terms of pace. And that's Rexrow going up into P9, managing to get a lap in, a 1:06.733. So we actually have Finn on the lap. He's up by a 10th, sorry. This could be a shout for provisional pole, especially if he's getting this little slipstream here off Akos. And he is all the way up to the line. What will this be by Finn? It's provisional pole! Oh, 1:06.444. A little nod to his old name. FH444. And he's done. Oh, and Sav Legend's gone quickest. 1:06.3. That's pole position by quite a mark. So what can Smokey do? Oh, and he's spun. Smokey is spun. And he's been disqualified. Fern down on his lap time. Can he still get into the top 3 here? Oh, he's backed off and in the pit lane. So that's surely your top 3 settled. And this Piccolo can do something here. Up to P10. Rev Caterpillar on a lap now. Will the Alpine driver, the Caterpillar, do anything to improve? He goes P12. Oh, a little misjudgment on the alternate strategy. That surely is the end of your session. It is. That was a bit embarrassing there from Chasta. But we have Sav Legend on pole, followed by Finn, Venom third, Fern 4th, M-Racer 5th, Sam Cole 6th, Noctis 7th, Rexrow 8th, Amin 9th, Piccolo 10th, not where you really want to be on the grid. 11th is Fingerboy, 12th is Rev Caterpillar, Fingerboy in secondary poles. Rev Caterpillar 12th, Noam 13th, Akos 14th, Chasta 15th, Lurch is in 16th after he crashed, same with Boots in 17th, and Smokey got disqualified and got demoted all the way down to last place. So as Rexrow is coming into the pit lane, and there we go. As now, this is going to be all about the drivers for the final race of the season. The final time on this game, Xbox Tier 2 will be a go. So this is your grid. Look at that. That gap is absolutely immense. The top 13 cars covered by 5 tenths. And the top 15 not even covered by a second. Just shows the speed that all these drivers have, and there's such little margins that they can leave on a table. A tenth could easily promote you up a good 2-3 places here. So as we look at the race director, what incidents was there? Was there any penalties? No, just a bunch of invalidated lap times. So as we are getting ready to load into the race, as all these drivers looking for a win, or at best a podium to add to the name before this season ends. Of course, I'm not the main Tier 2 commentator. I got promoted up today after Dark Killer and Callum can't make it for the final round of the Tier 2 season. Hopefully no safety cars, because they are very boring to commentate over anyway. Spices up the racing though. It is a dry race, as we shall look at the race director to see who outside the top 10 will be on what tyre. At the minute they're all on the softs. Boots has moved over to the medium, so has Rev Caterpillar. Now Lurch, they're all moving over, they're all starting to move over a bit to the medium compound, but the rest staying on the soft so far. Smokey, of course, getting very unlucky with that disqualification, putting him down into last. He had such good pace, all qualifying. Excuse me. And it just went to waste. As, yeah, more drivers are moving onto the mediums. Only 2 drivers, Noam and Akos, outside the top 10, who have not opted for the mediums so far. So as we are now waiting for the start of the session, of course there is a good 5-minute delay. It's seen that Smokey was asking for a restart because he spun and it instant disqualified him. So that is very unfortunate. As we are readying up, Smokey is saying it is what it is. As 16 seconds left on the clock, it's only Akos not on the medium compound. Not on the medium compound so far. And also, if you are not a WRQ or a WR Glass customer, just press the follow button, and you will be able to become a WR Glass or WRQ customer, as Akos did eventually move over to those medium compound tyres. As we are starting the formation lap now, all the drivers need to be prepared, get their car warmed up, make sure they are in the groove, as racing will start in approximately 2 minutes. So I'm going to sing you the Formula 1 theme. Dun 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 dun. Welcome to the Brazilian Grand Prix for WR Tier 2. I've just done that in front of 17 viewers. Thank you for everyone for tuning in for this finale of Tier 2. I'm not embarrassed, I'm just a master of singing, as you can tell. So as the drivers coming in to this final sector, that I take over about the DRS line. So expect them to go into AI mode anytime soon for them to line up on the grid positions. Of course, on next year's game, you can line yourself up on the grid. I don't know if WR will be doing that on next game, but of course, if you are interested in starting to league racing or just joining WR in general, wait till next game, as this is the final race. Well, not the final race of the game, this league in general on the game, but the final race for the big tiers so far on this game, as Smokey lining up on the grid in the last place due to his disqualification. As we go on to Finn or Savage Legend, whoever gives us the best camera angle of the lights. Can't see the lights at the minute. There we go. As we have 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we're racing in Brazil. Go, go, go. As it seems a pretty good start here from Venom. As he's trying to make it 3 wide into turn 1. He backs out. Fern down his inside. As it seems that Finn and Savage Legend are going side by side into turn 3. Legend is seeming to hold off, and he has so far. As drivers are absolutely 2 by 2 down the field. As it seems M-Racer backing off a bit. That's caused the Constantina effect. As that's Piccolo round. Piccolo is round, and so is Lurch, I think. Yes, Lurch round on out of turn 4. Piccolo, I said, in the worst spot on the grid, and that Venom having to defend hard here from Fern. All these guys in a massive train so far. As there is a move further back of Boots. Smokey down the inside of Boots. There's a bit of contact, but it seems Boots is just about going to stay ahead, or is he? Yes, he has. Boots is just about stayed ahead. As these medium runners are starting to fall back a bit from the soft runners, so they need to get back into that DRS. Oh, actually, I need to bring on the tyres. Legend in the lead as we have Fern and M-Racer. M-Racer down the inside of Fern. There's a bit of contact. There's a bit more contact. Fern having to correct. There's a bit of oversteer from the contact. Noam. As Noam is round. Noam is round behind. It's not retired him. So that is lucky for him. But here comes Noxus on Fern. Noxus trying to make the move around the outside of turn 4. Just cannot get it done. But that's allowed Sam Cole trying to go around the outside of him. And he just cannot get it done. There's a bit of contact as Noam straight on at turn 4. If that produces a safety car, that is quite unfair to these drivers. It has not, it seems. So that is very good for us to keep the battles raging down the field. As it does seem that the medium runners are keeping up with these soft runners so far, due to the fact that the soft runners ahead are battling very hard. Oh, I've just realised I have not got their menu up. There we go. Savage Legend sets the fastest lap. Of course, DRS has now been enabled. M-Racer 6 tenths off the top 3, as Rev Caterpillar is within the DRS of the top 9, sorry, of the soft runners. As we have Sam Cole driving right behind Noctis. No move so far due to the fact of how spaced out everyone is, but Finn right up the back of Legend, and so is Venom right up the back of both of them. Finn gone a bit wide there. We go for an attack. Venom goes for an attack here. He does not. As we go. Oh, and that's Chester round. Chester in the wall. He has lost his front wing. But as we see the battles going through the order. As here comes Finn down the inside and getting the move done as Venom nearly straight into the back of the Aston Martin. He's got the move done, but will have to defend hard going down this second straight right now, as Legend will have the DRS back. He goes down the inside. What will Legend get the move done? Yes, later on the brakes, managing to make it stick. Will Finn fight back into the long right hand of the double apex corner, of course? No, he does not. He plays it safe. He plays it smart and does not risk crashing into the side of the Aston Martin. As everyone filing through, Chester of course had to box from his lost front wing. As look how close Venom is, right up the back of Finn. As he is now right up the back, using a bit of his DRS. So is Finn as well. So open up the DRS, the both of them. It be 3 wide down this main straight. Sav Legend gets passed by Finn. Venom just sits behind. But Legend will be fighting this one back on the Irishman. Opening up DRS. This is going to be a move into turn 4. Will he just stay behind? He sits behind him. Let's look at all these cars behind, closing right up to this leading trio. Very close between this top 8. Of course, lap 5 of 36. Oh, and that's thrown into the back of M Racer. Hopefully that does not give him any damage. As look, Sam Cole trying to get a move done on Noctis behind. I think it might have gave him further damage there. That is unfortunate if it has for the Alfa Romeo driver after such a good qualifying session. Will he box or will he stay out? We'll go back on board with Legend as he's going to get past Finn here. As here comes Noctis. I thought he was going for a move on Fern then, but does not go for it. As Rev Caterpillar gets the fastest lap on the race on the medium compound. Is this really the crossover point? Finn closing on Legend. He's going to go down the inside into turn 4. Legend leaves him enough room there, just cannot get it done. What's about Venom? What's he going to do? Is he going to be make a bold move? No, he does not. As Rev Caterpillar gets past Amin and is now got a soft run in between him. Oh, and a third down the inside of M Racer. These two at the minute, but M Racer fighting back, not letting this one go. Fun keeping it down the inside, managing to pull off the move. A very audacious down the inside into that part of the track. A very good move from the Alfa Romeo driver nonetheless. Will Finn try and move on Sav? He's actually quite far back this time, not as close as he was last lap. Oh, is Venom trying it down the inside? There's Fern. That's allowed Fern around these outside, but Fern has to back out. That could allow M Racer to get the better run. And now attack. It's about Noctis behind M Racer. He's going for it, just can't seem to get the move done. Can, as this DRS train is starting to heat up. Everyone going through this middle sector on next year's game, they can definitely get a lot closer to each other. Picks up a 3-second time penalty, our second 3-second of the race. As Chester sets the fastest lap, fresh mediums out, of course, out in that clean air. Always Venom, I think, nearly went straight into the back of Finn there. And he might attack him here. The Haas attacking the Ferrari, same power, of course, the same engine. But no, cannot get it done. But will Finn attack Legend into turn 1? No, that's M Racer going down the inside of Fern into turn 1. Cannot, is he going to be able to pull off the switchback? No, as Fern right up the back of Venom. Venom will have to defend here. Or will it? Because the DRS is just that powerful that to keep him ahead. As Smokey gets past Fingerboy, well clear of the Williams. We will go back up to this leading well, everyone's within DRS except this leading 14 cars. So Venom right again, right on the back of Fern, trying it down the inside. He was looking for it. Venom right up the back of Finn. He's got so much more confidence on the brakes and on the power coming out of this final corner. We also see M-Racer right behind Fern. What will happen between the two? Will M-Racer try another move down the inside? But Fern maybe thinking, oh, he's gone down the inside as M-Racer. He's actually tried it again. Will he put it off? No, he's had to go wide. This could allow Noctis to get a move on him. As Boots and Alcos are battling behind. Noctis trying his best down the inside, switching back to the outside. Cannot get the move done as Fern goes a bit wide, coming out of turn 4. Will Noctis try it on M-Racer again? He's very, very close. He was thinking about it, but backs off as Smokey gets... Smokey and Boots now getting ahead of Akos. So it seems that Alpine is dropping down the order. Again, Venom right up, not as close though, but right up the back of the Ferrari of Finn. M-Racer, of course, as well, not as close to the back of Fern. This could allow Noctis to maybe get a move done. Was Finn thinking about it on Sav Legend there, just not going for it, not getting the move done as Fern gets a bit of a weird angle through there. Oh, and that is Akos. Akos is round in at turn 1. I think he's made contact with Fingerboy. Yes, he has 5 seconds for a severe collision. So that is them two coming together. Again, they're just so close. All these, well, it will be now the top 12 due to the Fingerboy and Akos collision. It's Fern sending it again at the same part of the track. He hits Venom, puts him into a half spin. Venom collecting it nicely, but that's just not allowed Fern through for the bumper run. Venom not having that though. He's got down the inside. Oh, and he's round. The Haas is round. He's gone for it. Fern's just absolutely he has been shown the door. Let's look at Wexro right up the back of Sam Cole here. He might be thinking of a move going down into turn 1. As Finn is also thinking about on Sav Legend. So we'll go back to the Sam Cole Wexro battle. Cannot get it done. What about Noctis on M-Racer? He's thinking about it. They're both derating, both out of overtake, but M-Racer again defending nicely, knowing where to position the car and keeping their position. Smokey is right at the back of Boots, and look at Red Caterpillar catching right up to the back of P7 Wexro. It's top 12. All so close together. You could cover them with multiple blankets. As what will happen coming out of this final corner? Will anyone be close enough for an overtaking move? Fernie's gained all his ERS back. He was down in 40%. He's now up into the 60s. He's fit all off with his going into the pit lane. Finn again, just maybe thinking about the move on Sav Legend, just not going for it though. What was Venom thinking? Yes, of course, probably got a bit frustrated with Fern, but not getting it done as Finn passes Sav Legend for the lead. Obviously, he might be pushing a bit more, maybe boxing this lap. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that name, but yeah, I don't know what Venom was thinking. Maybe got a bit frustrated with Fern's move in the first place. Maybe tried giving him a taste of his own medicine. But no, M-Racer right up the back of Fern. Once again. These two have been together the whole race. No matter where, no matter when, they've been nose to tail. all the way through this race. As I think that was Legend going a bit wide. It was. This going to allow Fern to attack. Fern is attacking. He's hit the wall as Legend and Finn are in. Oh, and Fern doesn't know what to do. So that's going to allow M-Racer to get this momentum and get past him. As I think that's Sam Cole getting overtaken maybe by Rexro. It's not, as all these soft runners coming in. Finn, Legend, Noxus, all in. Fern didn't know what to do there. This is the yellow flag in sector 1, and that's a meme. A meme's gone round. But Fern, of course, probably saw the other drivers coming and was like, I don't know what to do. He turned in, turned back out, and just had no idea. So Sam Cole holding up this train now. He's lost to the DRS to Fern. Obviously, because all those cars coming in and he's keeping them in it. But surely these guys will be coming in. So we'll check the guys that have come in. They're about 18 seconds behind the top two. As Finn is closing rapidly due to the fresher tyres. Is M-Racer coming into the pit lane? Yes, he is. He's further coming in. Yes. Sam Cole comes in. Wexro stays out though. Oh no, it weren't Wexro, sorry. It was Boots. It just looked like I just saw an Alpha Tauri. As let's see where Finn and Sav Legend come out compared to these guys. Have done the undercut. It will certainly work, or will it as M-Racer does have to take a wider line through turn 3. Will he come out behind Noctis? Will Noctis be able to jump the Williams, sorry, as he has got the DRS compared to M-Racer, and he gets the move done round the outside, late on the brakes. Ryan Jacobs, it's racing. Yeah, that incident. Yeah, he's very lucky, definitely not to get spun. I think it was just Venom's car positioning where he didn't. Yeah, he did use M-Racer and he used Venom as well. They made contact multiple times. Obviously, where Venom's car was, he tapped the rear and Venom would have went round, but if that was side pods, that would have instantly been thrown round, like we saw as Boots gets past Smokey. Oh, and Rev Caterpillar's going very slow here. I think it was just the speed. Yeah, I mean, he did turn in on Venom a bit there from Fern on the second part. Side pod contact, spins him round. Of course, hello Dark Killer. I've taken your spot for today. Hopefully you are enjoying my commentary. Yeah, but unfortunate for the incident for Venom. So we'll continue with the racing as these two in chat are trying to... And yes, hi Steve. Oh, as here we have Smokey down the inside of Rev Caterpillar, getting the overtake done. Rev Caterpillar with so much more ERS compared to these two. As Legend gets past Akos, of course, on the other mediums. Of course, he is going to get attacked here. It's down the inside, it's a bit audacious there. Will he get the move done? Or they make contact and make a bit more contact as Akos is round again. More contact in the first two corners. As here we have M-Racer and Fern. Will Fern send it down the inside? No, M-Racer just about staying out in front. Rev Caterpillar got that past Smokey, it seems. Going down that second DRS straight. But Finn very commanding up in front here for a little while from this little DRS train. Just a bit like Legend, having that little time at the front. It's all about now how the strategy will work. Will they push? Piccolo has left the session. Hopefully one of them can get him back in. I don't know. We don't really want to miss out on the action here as we have M-Racer on Noctis. Down the inside goes M-Racer, getting the move done. That'll be for P3 as it stands as Rev Caterpillar gets past by FRT Smokey. Akos is in the pit lane as we have a move further back. I think that might just be Piccolo's AI. But Noctis may be thinking about it again on M-Racer. As you have flag in 61, and that's Akos retiring from the race. Two have caught right back up to Legend and Finn due to their battling up in front. And race is still in a shout for this race win. Of course, there is still a long way to go. So we have Rev Caterpillar maybe thinking about smoking. No, he is not. But we'll keep an eye here as Legend going down the inside of Finn. Will M-Racer get down the inside into turn 1? Finn does not fight it around the outside, and that means M-Racer up into P2. But will M-Racer, sorry, try attack Legend here? No, he does not. He just sits behind. In, please. All right, Piccolo, I invite you now. Recently played with. Thank you for everyone, of course, for tuning in. As I quickly invite Piccolo back. Luckily, it is. Oh, come on, where's Piccolo? There we go, Shizu Piccolo. As we have Fern passing, passing Noctis as well. Actually, there. Not seen that. You're welcome, my friend. As do we have Wexro on Sam Cole. Oh no, Sam Cole, sorry, on Wexro. Oh, and there's a retirement, it's a meme. Let's see what happens. Fingerboy's POV. It seems he's gone straight on at the hairpinning corner, as I like to call it, the Albon corner. Does not bring out a safety car again, luckily to disrupt this racing. Seems Noctis is on such low ERS. He has nothing left. I think he's actually lost the DRS to Finn here. It'd be nice if we have the timings back. We cannot see so far. Yellow flag in sector 2, and that is Lurch. Lurch is round. Oh, and he's sort of holding up M-Racer here. Of course, his cars will be hot, so he's trying his best. As he's letting everyone through, that's very good of him. Of course, he's not in the fight with these lot. As we can now see the gaps, of course, M-Racer lost a bit of time there due to Lurch rejoining the track. Luckily, ghosting is on. So, as I think there was people sizing up a move behind the top two, but no, there is not so. These guys, of course, all probably just playing it safe for a while, catching up to this top three. So as the top three, of course, on the older mediums, on the instant strategy, they'll be coming into the pit lane very soon for some soft compounder tyres. So we'll see how they can do in this race. As Smokey is in the pit lane, he's gone for an early move onto these soft compounder tyres, ditching the mediums. As will M-Racer think about a move on Legend? He does, going down the inside, of course. Legend doesn't put up a fight, maybe trying to get this DRS for the second straight and fight back. But M-Racer getting a very, very good exit out of turn 3. Yes, Legend, I don't think is close enough to attack him. Might think about a late send. No, he doesn't. And Smokey comes up 6 seconds behind this pack. On those fresh softs. He could be one to look out for, fighting through the field. Will he be able to attack him enough though? Will he be able to have the tyres to last him? We're going to keep an eye on that gap throughout this race now. As Sav Legend 5 tenths behind M Racer. M Racer been very quick. Sav was apparently just controlling pace, which is cool. Yeah, it seems that M Racer and Sav will definitely be working together now. But will Sav be able to get past M Racer? No. As Boots and Rev Caterpillar are in, will Smokey keep his leader? He surely would. He has. He is now how far behind this pack? Or will Sam Cole? He's lining up a move on the AlphaTauri on Wexrow. Will he get the move done? Down into turn 4, down the inside, keeping it clean. Both of them leaving space, and a good move there from the Haas, promoting them up into P6. As it's now 4.9 between Smokey and this field, and there's still 15 laps to go. This, of course, in racing, you include the lap order. As look, Finn's nearly lost the DRS from Sav Legend. He's actually nearly lost the DRS of M Racer. Into turn 1 they all go, filing through all of them. 4.4 seconds is now the gap between Smokey and this pack. He has set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. As a look at Noctis being absolutely hounded here by Fern. He's not letting go. He's staying right up the back of the McLaren. Oh, and he sent it where he sent it on Venom. This time, just not get the move done. A very late lunge. The same as he did on Venom, but it's just not working this time. Drivers might be getting a bit angry from his antics here, if I can speak properly. And maybe reporting for his reckless lunges. As DRS is open for all cars down this straight. 3.1 seconds is now the gap to this pack and Smokey, if I remember how to speak English. As Boots sets the new fastest lap of the race, obviously getting DRS off Rev Caterpillar. As now the cars are filing through this middle sector. Will Fern think about going for the exact same move he did last lap? He's very late on the brakes through there, or he's thought about it, but just not being able to get the move done again. But definitely some drivers, maybe Venom, reporting in to that steward's office saying, he's overtaking me like this, I'm not very happy with that. As Smokey now 2.3 seconds, he's gaining a second a lap on this leading pack. He definitely has the time to get all of them, but Willie has to fight through this train, and they're not going to be very easy to get by. As Rev Caterpillar sets the new fastest lap of the race. Will Wexrow go for Sam Cole, will Fern go for Noctis? Of course, he is very late on the brakes, is Noctis, but so is Fern. Fern trying the switch back here. He might be able to pull alongside up the straight, up the hill. No, he cannot, but he is, of course, in range for a special little dive bomb into this next corner. But no, Noctis defending it well, knowing where to place the car, making Fern having to try around the outside and him not being able to get the momentum to go around it. Fern getting a bit loose in the exit. It's now 1.7 seconds between Smokey and this pack. Of course, he will definitely gain right up to the back of these guys, probably by the end of this lap, and get end of next lap to get in the DRS. Of course, he will lose a bit of time going down these two straights due to the DRS that these lots have. Sam Cole nearly right to the back of Fern there. That was nearly an incident between the two. Fern would have got sort of a taste of his own medicine there, of getting hit and maybe spinning him round. Smokey 1.7 back. Of course, there is this tight twisty section where the softs are so much better than the mediums around here. But the guys up in front just working together now, really trying to keep this lead as big as possible, so Smokey will have a hard time to get past. He's not actually within the DRS yet. He probably will be coming out the exit of the final braking zone, the final traction zone. Crispy saying Smokey is on a mega drive. I'm not gonna lie, yes he is. After being disqualified from qualifying, can he win from last to first? Yes, now he is hunting them down. He's a very low battery though. That is not going to be good for his hunt. Wexro right at the back of Sam Cole, who's right at the back of Fern. Fern seems to drop off a bit here from Noctis and might be under threat from Sam Cole. Of course, now Smokey in that DRS, can he spend a few laps just trying to charge it back? Yeah, he does. Dark. He does need to overtake now. Use his tyres to his advantage. His watch is round. And he stopped on the side of the track, maybe trying to get a safety car here. Smokey does need to obviously use his tyres to his advantage. He is on the grippier tyres. They will go off a bit quicker, so he's only got these very few laps to get the moves done. Of course, he is bringing Red Caterpillar and PSR boots with him. Will anyone line up for a move? Will Smokey go for him? I think he's a bit too far back, especially with all the guys in front having higher ERS. If he ain't through by lap 31, he's done. Yeah, you could sort of say that, as the tyres will be a lot worse by then, as here he is right at the back of Wexro. Chaston now getting lurched. Lurch just not having the best race so far. He thought about it there, Smokey. Doesn't go for it, but he's got such a good exit. So could he go for a move up into turn 6? No, he does not, as Wexro right at the back of Sam Cole, but there's a crash for Lurch. And it's a safety car. That is not what Smokey needed. We're coming up to the car. He's hit the wall on the outside, of course, and gone straight into the path of everyone else. But if he stays out here, Smokey, yes, he is on older tyres, but it sort of saves their lifespan a bit, as everyone might file into pit lane, or will they stay out? Christian saying, well then, as they're coming in the pit lane, is anyone staying out? Is anyone risking it? No! Smokey coming in as well. Rev Caterpillar and Boots stay out. Soft compound. If you go on the mediums by accident, you are screwed. And here we go. M-Racer getting out ahead. As actually Fern's been jumped by everyone. He must have had wing damage. Oh my god. Oh my. Fern has got his karma. For going down the inside of Rev like that. Not Rev, Venom. He has been jumped by everyone. Maybe gave him a bit of wing damage in one of the moves, and now down to the last person of this train. And look who is behind him. The guy he hits. WR Venom. He was in a good position up until that very moment. As Dark Killer cheering his boy on, of course, Venom in the WR Academy, I think. He is in the Academy, right? Dark. But obviously in the WR esports team. So he is looking to maybe get some revenge on Fern here. Yes, he is in the Academy. Thank you for clarifying. So, will Venom look for some revenge here on Fern? He's pulled up alongside, maybe in a bit of, like, you know, I'm going for you. I'm not going to back down. So, Crispy saying, of course I sort of know this as well, Rev's wings down the straight are absolutely, like, gobbling. Even with DRS, you can't catch him up. He needs to be low. So, he could be on for a podium, maybe. Maybe he'll win. Tyre advantage is huge here. He won't be able to hold on. It's going to be close on the last 6 laps of the Grand Prix. I think the safety car will come in either this lap or next lap. But this is about to get tasty. Piccolo on the back after that disconnect has got a second chance. Finger boy flying through this middle sector. This is going to be a very tasty final few laps. Thank you everyone for tuning in. You're about to see an absolute cracker of an ending of this Tier 2 season. PSR Boots, your championship winner of WR Tier 2. Of course, this will be a very good ending. Apparently it was the same as Tier 1 yesterday with this exact same situation. I didn't watch it because I just didn't really. I was going to, but just slipped my mind. So Boots has left. Boots has disconnected. Quickly, get him back in. I'm trying to get you back in, Boots. Recently played with. Go, 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 go. Thank you for all 19 of you in the stream. Of course, hit that follow button to be updated on more. What I can't speak on more streams. I might be back here. I don't know. For Tier 9, it all depends. WR Tier 9. It all depends on if Smithy is back in the comms box. But Boots disconnected. I've invited him. He's not come back yet. Oh, I've accidentally pressed the wrong button there. View gamer card. I'm gonna try and invite him back again. We need PSR Boots back in the lobby quickly because it is going to be the end of the safety car this lap. He has joined, so he surely will be back in just in time, and this Rev Caterpillar goes instantly. Safety car in this lap. It's now between the drivers and the cars. So Boots is back in. Oh, what? I think Boots' AI has just made him overtake. That is not his fault. He's going to try let him back through. This is fair from Boots. He's AI. He's got 5 second time penalty. He'd probably get that removed if he lets everyone back. Rev Caterpillar back through. He probably will. As we are racing, who is going for moves further back? I think it's 3 wide here. As that's Smokey going down the inside of Wexrow. He does not get the move done as we have been battling Sub Legend up ahead. And Smokey down the inside of Wexrow. down into turn 4, cannot get the move done. Will Boots give this position back to Rev Caterpillar? I do not know. It'll be right if he does, because the AI just made him absolutely blast past. As Fern and Smokey Fern, I think, tried the same move he did a few laps ago on Venom. Smokey not having it though, as Rev Caterpillar gets passed by M-Racer. They are in a battle here, as Smokey keeping down the inside of Fern, as Venom trying it down the inside as well, gets a 3-second time penalty while doing it. That is the only penalty that is properly legit so far on this track. Fern trying it again on Smokey, he's been pushing, as we might have 3 wides into turn 1, and Venom has nearly done them both. Oh, he's been spun by Fern and he's hit Smokey. Fern spinning Venom again. I think he might have got a bit of wing damage from that. Yeah, he definitely has. He's going very slowly, so we'll move up to this leading battle. Yes, again, 3 wide, 3 into 1 does not go. A bit of a late lunge, well, not late lunge, but late on the brakes from Venom. Oops. And then, oh, is that Legend trying to go down the inside of Rev Caterpillar now? A bit of a late dive, but surely Fern should have moved to back out on the outside. It never works when you're on the outside. As now, look at this battle. We could see another 3 wide here. Without DRS, we saw that 3 wide. Here we have M-Racer. He's staying behind for that DRS. So, oh, Fenning's retired from the race. M-Racer now will be right up the back of Boots. He is. Rev Caterpillar having that DRS, I think, just about managing to keep him ahead of Sav Legend. This could be a podium for both Boots and Caterpillar due to their straight lines, but it's all about this middle part of the lap where everyone can gain with 3 laps to go. Wexrow right at the back of Sam Cole. Look at these, starting to get a very racy here. As Sav Legend trying to go down the inside, this could invite Finn round the outside. It has. He just cannot get the move done. Of course, going around the outside is a lot harder than the inside due to the fact you have to carry more momentum and it's a longer way round. Wexrow further back low is down the inside of Sam Cole. He's going for it. What about Finn, Sav Legend and Rev Caterpillar? Nothing can be done between these 3. As Sam Cole defending very well from Wexrow. As look, we can nearly see another 3 wide. I think Finn's backed out a bit there, but Boots has no DRS. That's allowed Rev around the outside. Sav Legend around the outside as well. He's fallen 2 places in 1 corner and he's now 3 places in 2 corners due to Finn going down his inside. But Rev having no DRS now. Oh, Finn's tried the 3rd move. Noxus has tried it on Boots. Boots has been absolutely swamped here. He's been overtaken by everyone. Of course, he has won the championship, so this does not matter for the win of the win of the championship. What am I on about? I cannot speak English, but look at these 3 now. As we're about to enter the final lap of M-Racer, seems to be in a league of his own and seems to going to be on for a win here around Brazil. Going down this main straight, everyone has no ERS left. Rev Caterpillar having to be left to the inside. He's down to P3, but will get the DRS. Could he fight back against Sav Legend? Finn though, trying to go round his outside there through turn 3. Max Verstappen on Nico Rosberg-esque, as it's nearly 3 wide with Noctis trying to get involved. Oh, that's Rev getting clipped. He's hit Noctis. He is out of the race. He ties off and Sam Cole gets promoted onto 4. Absolute scenes here as Finn might be able to get Sav Legend on the line. Finn, very unfortunate that, not Finn, what am I on about? Rev Caterpillar, very unfortunate there, just getting hitting the rear of Finn and spinning him round. And he went into the path of Noctis, and Noctis going straight into the side of him and causing him to crash. Can we see as M-Racer is coming up to the line? He wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. A fantastic drive from that safety car as Sav Legend stays ahead of Finn. Sam Cole 4th. Boots falls all the way down to 10th. Oh, and look at the gap between Noxus and Rexro as they have crashed across the line. What a race. I can't believe that race. Sav Legend getting P2 just ahead of Finn. As here we have M-Racer, who wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. An absolutely amazing race there from the Williams. Absolutely flew from the pack after that safety car restart. Got past Boots and Rev, and so they just created a roadblock for everyone else. He got past them before the DRS and was absolutely amazing from then. So this is your race order. We have M-Racer P1, 2.6 seconds ahead of Sav Legend. Everyone else very close. P2 of course is Sav Legend. P3 for Finn. 4th is Sam Cole. 5th is Noctis. 6th is Wexro. Piccolo 7th. Fingerboy 8th. Chasta 9th. Boots 10th. Smokey 11th. Fern 12th. Rev Caterpillar 13th. Venom 14th. Lurch 15th. Amin 16th. Akos, well, we are into your DNFs now. Akos 17th. Noam is 18th, of course, retiring quite early on into the race. That is the end of your Brazilian Grand Prix, the end of the WR Tier 2 Season 12. Season 12, I want to say. I think it is Season 12 or Season 11. I think it's Season 12 race. It's the end of your Season 12 season for Tier 2. What an ending. What a finale. That was absolutely amazing for M-Racer getting that win. Boots, of course, won your championship last time out. He is your champion. All in perfect time and have been signed out of Xbox Live. Which, perfect timing really. If that went on during the final lap, that would have been not very nice. So, that is the end of your WR Tier 2 Championship. Boots is your champion. Absolutely amazing end. Of course, thank you for WR for giving me this opportunity to do the final race, of course, with Dark not being able to do it. Same with Callum. And that's it. It's the end of your season. Finn said, I thought I left room to Rev Caterpillar, but just did not leave enough. But thank you guys for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure to commentate over this lot. Of course, them being the second quickest grid on Xbox with no assists. That's me. This is me, FES Steve F1. And that's the end of your stream. Thank you, and bye-bye.